That was a no-no. Definitely, like, disrespecting the kings like that, that's a no-no. You know what
Right.
I mean? I've never been gang affiliated and none of that shit, but I do know a lot of kings. You know, shout out to all the kings, you know what I mean, from everywhere, you know what I mean? Because I know quite a few, but that's a no-no, you know what I'm saying? You don't do that because there's a lot of kings that's not into that.
All right. This next situation. How do you feel about this Hocus 45th and Trust Mula situation, man?
Uh, oh, Foreman and what happened?
Hocus 45th and Trust
I ain't hear
Mula
you. Oh,
situation.
I thought. Oh, my bad. I thought you said Foreman. I thought you
Lou,
said
don't
Joe.
do that, man. Come on. Don't do
What
that to
happened?
Don't do that.
Who? Oh, Hocus. My nigga Hocus. Shout out to Hocus, yo. Nah, Hocus was looking like Foreman and shit. And what you know what I mean? When he was doing that celebrity boxing, they came out there with the ball head and shit with the boxing stands like slow motion. Boom.
No, don't be doing that. No, come on. Don't play him like that, man. Come on.
No, I'm not playing Hocus. I fuck with Hocus. What you talking about? He was just doing the Foreman, you know what I mean, slow mo, but he won. He beat the who was it he beat?
I don't remember, man.
I forgot who was it. Who was it he beat? Oh nah, motherfucking nah. At least Hocus fought though. Hocus was fighting and shit. Motherfucking Benzino was motherfucking tackling niggas and shit. Motherfucking his legs gave out and shit. Nigga fell on the nigga, and then he won off of motherfucking falling.
You
This
gotta stop,
motherfucker,
man. I'm gonna get calls after this, man. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop.
you get
Okay.
all the calls you want. I'll beat the shit out of Benzino.
Nah,
Nah,
man.
shout out to Benzino. Shout out to Benzino. But he did fall on the Joker though. His motherfucking legs gave out on him and he fell and shit.
All right. Can we just get back to the
Imagine
topic? What
fighting
you
Nate. Oh my
can,
god.
can we get back to the
Oh,
topic? All right, man.
all right.
Hocus and Trust Mula.
Shout out to Hocus, man. Man, I mean, I saw the joint, man. I kind of felt bad for Hocus because it felt like Hocus can't win. You know what I'm saying? It felt like Hocus can't win, and he was just trying to help a nigga that needed help at the time and had a hot song, and Hocus helped them get that song out there. And not listening to Hocus, but I saw Trust Mula did a video. Actually, you sent me. You know what I'm saying? And that was good that that he admitted he was wrong. You know what I mean? And hopefully they fix that up. You feel me? If that's if Focus, Hocus want to fix it up. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how much damage that is, but Trust Mula did show love and say, that's my brother. You know what I mean? That's my brother. I guess, I don't know what he said. He said he didn't take his medication and shit, and the motherfucking bipolar shit kicked in, and he started snapping on him. Something, he said something to that effect,
Yo,
right?
man.
Something else. Well,
Nah,
anyway, I just hope they fix that shit up, bro. What? Still
I
thinking
think
about.
the problem is with Trust Mula is that there's too many situations of seeming like flipping and flopping. Like he'll say one thing, do the exact opposite. And it's so
Mhm.
many different situations that it's really hard to trust his word on anything. So like even recently when he went on No Jumper and said that about Hocus, yo, that's my brother. I was doing too much or whatever. It's hard to take that as he really means it. Maybe he means it in the moment, but he's not consistent in his actions because then something else will happen and then he'll do the opposite, you know? So it's just like when he was talking about the Latin Kings and he did that skit calling them
Right?
all dope fiends or whatever, which was look,
Yeah,
even
that
if
was a
that's how
no-no.
you feel, it's just not a smart move because bro, that's a whole nation that you disrespecting and anybody can be touched at any time, man. You know,
Yeah,
like
that was a no-no. Definitely, like disrespecting the kings like that. That's a no-no. You know
Right.
what I mean? I've never been gang affiliated or none of that shit, but I do know a lot of kings. You know, shout out to all the kings. You know what I mean? From everywhere. You know what I mean? Because I know quite a few. But that's a no no. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that because there's a lot of kings that's not into that shit. There's a lot of thoroughbred kings that did a lot for the King Nation. And to disrespect it like that, regardless if it's the ones that's on drugs, you're not supposed to, let one or two that you saw in jail or whatever, you know what I'm saying, affect how you move for the fucking thousands that's in the nation. You know what I mean? You don't do that shit. So it was definitely a bad move on him. But as far as him and Hocus, I hope they really fix that shit up. You know what I mean? Because Hocus was, really genuinely trying to help that brother. And like you said, you know what I mean? It'll show. Because if he gets a good situation, we gonna see if Hocus can really see if he could, you know, trust trust Mula or
I
the trust is
seriously,
gonna be or the trust is gonna be in the Mula. You know what I mean?
I
For real.
seriously doubt that he's like I see him forgiving him, but I don't see him ever fucking with him ever again. Like I don't ever see that happening. But in regards to the King situation, I just thought it was crazy the way that Trust was in Florida, where there's a lot of kings, and he was
Right.
saying all that talk about the Kings. Next thing you know, he was down there filming a music video with Mistress Music, right? You know,
Who?
uh, Mistress Music. You know, she worked with some people that we know in the past and everything like that.
That was the
Um,
girl you had on there before, right?
no,
You did the interview,
no,
DVD
no.
mistress. Oh my bad. Oh no, I thought it
Stop.
was her because they got like the same body frame. My bad.
Stop, man. You gotta stop.
What
You
are
gotta
you
stop.
talking about? I thought it was her, bro.
No.
I thought it was her.
He was doing a song, music
It's the
video.
girl with the girl with the big titties.
Yo,
Is that the one?
you wild in this interview. You going crazy in this interview,
Oh
bro.
my wow, my nigga. I'm trying to refresh your memory
Some
and
memories
mine.
don't want to be refreshed, okay?
Oh my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Anyway, go ahead.
Yo, but
So Trust Mula and the Moolah from the one from wrestling.
so Trust was oh come on, man.
The
He was doing a
fabulous
music
Moolah.
video with Mistress Music down in Florida. And
Right.
then when he's on the flight back to New York, he's on the plane going like, "All you kings, I'm gonna be at LaGuardia in a few hours. Pull up, talking crazy and everything." Next thing you know, he drops
Girl.
a apology video saying, "I want to apologize to the nation." Like just literally after that situation. So it's just like it's just too much like back and forth that it's hard to trust what he's saying,
Doing
right?
a lot. Yeah, he doing a lot, yo.
And then next thing you know, we see this post from Mistress Music of her saying like, "Yo, he talking behind my back." And she outing him now. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, like
Right.
when so many people are saying something about you like that, like I don't know, bro. Like it's got to be you that's the problem, you know? At
Yeah,
some point you got to look in the
yeah.
mirror.
He got
Yeah.
he got to tighten that up. He better tighten that up, man, before they, you know what I mean? Like he gonna have to really tighten that up. 'Cause that's not a good look. You know what I mean? And nowadays people ain't playing. You feel me? That's why I said, with all jokes aside, Hocus, you could tell Hocus is a thorough brother. You know what I'm saying? Thorough brother. He changed his life around. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he got history out there, and it's like, the dude to handle it the way he handled it with him was definitely not a good move. So I hope it's genuine that he wants to, fix that, and I hope he does fix it. You know what I mean, for his sake, because you know what I mean. Hocus doing his thing. Hocus is doing what he do. You know what I'm saying, and he doing good at it. So you know what I mean. Trust Mula, you got one shot to get in and one shot to fuck it up too. You know what I'm saying? So don't keep on, making the wrong moves because he gonna really fuck his whole shit up. And then, what I mean, ain't gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna matter. They gonna remember you just for that one record. You know what I mean? And then it's done.
That's another thing, right? Because like Frankie Cutlass has been defending him, and
Right.
Hocus was all like, bro, he was talking shit about you too. Like,
Yeah.
he just wanted
Yeah,
you
I
to
heard it.
clear the sample. That's why he trying to be on your good side. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like Funk Flex is spinning the shit out of that record and showing support, collabing on every single post and everything. I don't know,
Right.
man. It seemed like Trust is doing all this independent, but at the same time, it seemed like he got some money behind him because I don't
Right.
know how all this is getting pushed so well. And if it is just truly independent, like there's no investors, there's nothing like that, it stemmed from him having that positive message that people really fucked with. Say something positive for the youth. People was like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
let's help this
Right.
guy. He's trying to do
Yeah.
something good, right? But you can't be
Right.
doing that. And then next thing you know, like knocking motherfuckers out and then like talking shit about the people that helped you, that you came up with. And it just looks wild, bro. And I think that's why Pistol Pete KR was supposed to be his manager, I think, and they said that like he like blocked him now and he's not rocking with him anymore.
Right.
Which means
Yeah.
that Joe ain't
That's
rocking
crazy.
with him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy itself. Because if Pistol Pete just blocked him, why did that happen? You feel me? That's another story now. That's crazy.
Well, Pete might look at it like, yo, this is actually not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah, you had that one hit and it is dope, and but man, this is becoming a bigger issue than I asked for.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Especially because Pete, he be doing all that work, like I think at Rikers and shit like that, like
Right.
gang outreach and everything,
Gangster.
Right, yeah, he be doing all that type of stuff.
Right.
I don't really think that he want to be affiliated necessarily with someone disrespecting an entire nation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. You know what I mean? Because he already working, you know what I'm saying? And that's not a good mix, man. Definitely not.
Well, in the end, I just hope whatever happens for the best for everybody involved, man. But
Right.
I wouldn't say that this is the first time that somebody starts to get some money and some fame or something like that, and it starts to go to their head. And I
Right.
think that that's what happened in this situation. It seems like.
Yeah. Like you said, I hope, you know, I hope that shit get resolved because that can get real ugly. That
Yeah.
shit can real ugly fast, fast, especially with the type of shit they dealing with.
Right.